Hey everyone and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana, and let's dive into this 811th stream where I am going to try to protect my voice and my sanity because I have this enormous lump right here in my throat. And no, it is not my Adam's apple. I am pretty well aware of that one, but some cold that's going around has finally caught me, or I caught it, but we caught each other. It was it was destined. It was written in the stars. So one of those weeks exactly. Um, so I'll be coughing, and I'll be enjoying the fine taste of real, authentic glaciers, uh, blue glaciers, as a matter of fact. So let me open this up. Yeah, I've been doing really well on not getting sick, and everybody was, and I kept telling myself I'm gonna be masking everywhere, and then it ended up happening that I was around a bunch of people. I'm sure I just picked up whatever is going around, but thankfully, and fingers crossed, I don't think it's the flu or anything like that. I think it's just a common cold. But honestly, I've forgotten what those are like. So. Thank you for your patience. It is cold and flu season. Exactly. Welcome on in, everybody. I'm so happy to have you here. It's awesome. I really didn't expect that this very impromptu stream would have people right off the top coming and joining in. So thank you to Chrono for that delightful. Well, actually, let me start. Let me back up. Namus, it's so good to see you. Oh my gosh, what a joy. Hey, I'm gonna give a couple shout outs here. So first of all, our very first message was from Metroid, and Metroid, I am very excited to shout you out and promote another family-friendly streamer, somebody who I have watched continue to grow. Metroid, you're doing great, and I look forward to being able to join you in that stream that we're discussing. So, thank you for delaying for me. I feel kind of bad about that, but I'm really happy to join you when that does happen, and perhaps it can soon, considering it is a time where there may be some days off for me. So friends, feel free to go and follow Metroid. Again, really cool guy. And I'm going to make sure that I also get his name in the chat there. But Chrono, yeah, I was about to say your delightful wormhole message really made me laugh. That was great. I think y'all saw that one. I liked it. Dash Magnum, so good to see you. And if you don't know Dash Magnum, Dash is somebody new to the streaming scene. And as you can see, he was last streaming Star Wars The Old Republic. I almost joined you on that one, but I ended up falling asleep instead. Dash, though new, came in strong with such a really wonderful personality, a strong charisma that he brings to the table, and his streams are really fun to watch. So I really highly encourage you to go check out Dash. He's sort of our RPG streamer. So if you like RPGs, if you like getting into the nooks and crannies of storytelling and of these big, expansive quests, then he's your guy. Man, I have to keep the... Namus has to get going. Namus, so lovely to see you. Take care. Take care, my friend. I'm guessing you gotta get going. That would be my guess. Oh no, Namus, emote only. That's what it is. Everybody, slam those emotes. All right, emote only on. That's what it is. Boom. Namus says it's been so long I forgot how to do emote only. That's hilarious. Namus, there you go. You've got your emote only chat right there. So everybody, spam those emotes, please. That would be terrific. I'm also, while doing this, gonna make sure I get that text shout out for Dash. So go check out Dash Magnum. And then Queen Claire gets a shout out right alongside those cats. Queen Claire, who I want to find out is apparently not feeling that good. But Queen Claire, last streaming Fall Guys. Oh, how was that, Queen Claire? I know you can't chat right now, but spam a couple emotes, pros or cons. Queen Claire, a member of Club Tortimer, a teammate of mine, and somebody who is always so generous with time and talent, and giving a little bit of a smile around these parts, coming by, swinging by. Queen Claire, I have not made it to your streams in far too long. And I know I always say this. I say this for like everybody. Timing can be tricky though. And Queen Claire typically is streaming when I am unavailable to watch streams. But that being said, what I have seen Queen Claire is very friendly, very attentive to chat, to connecting with people. And of course, as somebody who is a member of Club Tortimer, I really do think the Club Tortimer team represents a pretty high bar in terms of streaming for just people that really do connect well and have very fun and quality streams. So Queen Claire, go check out. And I'm going to give that text shout out as well. And let's get a few more of the emotes in the chat before we move it over. And then we have Namus. How are you doing? It has been far too long. And I'm wondering if perhaps you are now off for a break. I don't know. So good to see all of you. I feel like there's so much to catch up on. Queen Claire. And emote only. Let's go ahead and emote only. All right, emote only is off now, so we can chat. So I'm really excited actually here to stream a little Animal Crossing because I don't even remember the last time that I've streamed it. Let's go ahead and do this. Wait, oh no, Queen Claire, I didn't realize that. Oh my goodness, Queen Claire. Well, okay, hold on a second. Boom. Please, Queen Claire, so your health has prevented you from streaming. I'm so sorry to hear that. I did not realize that. Shows how much I've been paying attention. Nemus. Oh, yeah, okay. Sleep schedule. Boy, my sleep schedule with this cold. I didn't go into work yesterday, although I probably shouldn't have gone into work the day before, but boy, my whole sleep schedule has gotten all out of whack. So I'm going to go ahead and pop into the game real quick. As you know, this is the startup here, and it is now 10:08, which means that we actually talked and waffled on for about 8 minutes. I love it. That's hindsight for you, Dash says. Yep. It is December 16th. I can't believe it. It's amazing. Namus has been following, by the way, for 2 years, 5 months, 19 days, and an hour. Wow, Namus. That's cool. Using that ! follow age command. I've been, gosh, I don't even know where to catch you up on, where to begin. So many things. Been doing a lot of work around the house, and before that, the yard, before the weather turned, much like you can see here now. Our Mana Manor does not look like Metroid's. What would you call your place? Mana has the Mana Manor. Metroid has the... I want to know. Anyway, no, we don't have snow. At least we don't yet. We probably won't have snow to this level anytime soon. But we did have quite a bit of frost this morning. It was below freezing here. And, of course, the rains have come, which is pretty exciting. Oh, Sterling wrote me. Sterling thought of an idea where you have a special day to write a good friend a letter. Calling it Write a Good Friend a Letter Day. It's actually not a bad idea. Name Hoos. I never get snow, sadly, because I live in Texas. So heat, and only heat. Fair. Yeah. Well, you can tell that I am dressed for the part here, right? I, at least... Well, actually, both in-game. I'm wearing a sweater, IRL, right, as you can see. But also in the game, I do happen to have my warm and cozy sweater on with that lovely scarf. Let's zoom in on that real quick so that you can see. There we go. I do love that look. I think that's quite cozy. So pretty happy with that. And Dash asks, is Mana Sprout a fan of the snow? Well, Um, she is. She really loves building snowmen. In the game now, uh, she hasn't yet played some Animal Crossing since the snows came. But, alright, I should probably... Oh, let's chat with Eunice real quick. Oh. Oh dear. Well, I was about to show everybody a snowman, but you know what? It looks like you're in need of some company. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go to your place. We'll go to your place. Now, Metroid says suburban home is what I call it. I like that. That works. That works. but yeah, I know in real life, Mana Sprout really enjoys building snowmen. We built a snow Elsa from Frozen actually last year, so I'm hoping we get enough snow to do a repeat, maybe with another character or something like that. But in the game, I made a snowman, and I want to show Mana Sprout because in the past she had some difficulty making those snowmen. My first snowman, no special tricks or tips or anything like that. I just managed to do it first try, get a perfect snowman. I was very excited about that. No, Queen Claire says, thank you. There's no need to follow. I had to quit streaming due to my health, and I just want to circle back on that. Queen Claire, if you're willing to share anything in this chat, fine. If not, if you would like to DM me or something, I'm just curious to know if there's anything I can pray for you about. Just make sure you're doing well. I really do enjoy Eunice's little laundromat that she's got going on here. It makes me laugh. I really actually would like to get to the point where I can start editing my island residences' homes, and I'd like to put an arcade machine right in there. Wouldn't that be good? You know, a laundromat is not a laundromat unless you have an arcade machine, I think. Hey, Metroid has followed Queen Claire right on. Tash. Oh, cute. That's awesome. Nice. A 360 no-scope snowman. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Very impressive. I'm very impressive. Oh my goodness, Queen Claire. Oh dear. I have a few herniated discs in my back, and it's causing my nerves in my legs to die. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh. That is not good. I mean, first of all, herniated discs, but second of all, that nerve damage. Yes. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna just stop here and pause, if you don't mind, everybody. We're just gonna say a little prayer for Queen Claire, in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear God, I lift up Queen Claire, all of those doctors and support team who are working with her to support her and to help heal her. I lift up her family and friends, those close to her, those worried about her. I ask that all of those people who are experts in their field that are helping Queen Claire work to the best of their ability, have the right insights and tools available to help to alleviate these problems and to prevent any future harm to her nerves. And I just ask that during this time, Queen Claire might be in less pain and feel the love and support of people around her. All this in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh dear, that's not good. Oi. I will include you in my prayers. So, so sorry. Well, Eunice, what do you think I've been doing here? Think you have time to play a game right now, dear? Yes, I do. I do. Um, um, oh, high card, low card. I feel like this is Animal Crossing's version of Pazak. Oh, and I can win a rubber apron. Oh, dearie me, this is what I've always wanted. Let's get started. All right, what are we going to win? By the way, if anybody's new around here, my name is Mana. Feel free to ask me anything. First card is a 7. I'm going to say the next card's going to be a low card. 7's kind of high. All right, we're going to say the next card is lower. Hey! Not by much, but I still got it. I got the skills and the talent right there. All right.
Well, hold on to your hats. We're being raided.
That's me holding on to my hat. Well, what have we got here? One Up John coming in with the raid? No way. Oh, thank you so much for coming on in. A huge, huge welcome. Thank you, Bottom Man. I appreciate your help there. And let's get a shout out here for One Up John. Indeed, Queen Claire, right? Isn't that hype? One Up John. No way. And to all of the One Up John community, welcome on in. One Up John, here's a little shout out. Boom. Playing Street Fighter 6. Now that's interesting. I was about to talk about how One Up John is primarily a retro streamer. And then One Up John throwing me for a bit of a loop there. Carl Rocco, whoa, what's up? How are you? One Up John playing Street Fighter 6. How do you like it? I was looking at it while it was on sale. I did not pick it up, but I do want to. I will at some point. I'm full of surprises. So, and meanwhile, here I've been rocking the At Games Legends Gamer Ultimate Pro, whatever the heck they call it. I've been playing some retro stuff. I didn't get to this yet, but oh yeah, Carl Rocco. Today I'm actually feeling under the weather, and I finally got a little cold, which is unfortunate. Ooh, Metroid following One Up John. One Up John, you might like Metroid too. Just saying, Metroid's a good streamer. But yeah, to all of you who came in, welcome. My name is Mana. I am an E for everyone. Family-friendly variety streamer. I focus on Nintendo, retro on original hardware, and indie games. In fact, actually, I probably should even show you here. I picked up a couple of things here recently. A game that I'm really excited to play on stream is the Little Gator game. I've heard so many good things, and I've heard that it's really this kind of great nostalgic romp. So I'm really looking forward to that. I also ended up picking up the Arcade Archives Donkey Kong, and I don't think I've yet done a proper Donkey Kong stream. And we were talking about this when I was doing a Nintendo tier list. And so it seems like it'd be a good chance to go back and play this. I know I've played the Atari 2600 versions, but not the arcade versions. So that's cool. And then, oh, and I did get my Star Wars The Force Unleashed from Limited Run Games, so that was exciting. But I wanted to point out Astria Ascending. This game was on my radar when I saw it in the Nintendo Direct. It was one that I really wanted to play. And it was released in a physical version. So it went on my list to purchase. It was on sale recently. I think it was, I can't remember if it was $15 or $20, but I felt like it was time to go and get this game. And I don't know what it is. I'm not a fan of turn-based games, turn-based combat in RPG games, but there are some exceptions. And it usually what it has to do with is if the visuals and so the overall atmosphere grabs me enough for me to tolerate it, or if there's something that's rather unique in the system, in the combat that is turn-based, and it's not too overly complicated. So far, Astria Ascending is kind of ticking the right boxes for me. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I would definitely say it's worth checking out if you are at all interested in it. I've really enjoyed it, somewhat to my surprise. I think I would liken it most to the game that came out by Ubisoft, Child of Light. That game is a good one. And it's similar because this is a side-scrolling platformer with the RPG turn-based combat. It's hard to explain. I don't know why that works for me so well, but it does. So, anyways, sharing a few things. But yeah, you're right, Carl Rocco. The Donkey Kong version that is in arcade archives is the actual arcade game with all 4 levels. So that's pretty cool. And Metroid, I agree. Yes, I enjoyed Bravely Default. I thought that was a great game on the 3DS. I never played 2 or second. I have them, and I really wanted to. But see, the games I really enjoyed, it was the 4 Heroes of Light on the DS, which actually was kind of a... It's one of those weird things. Square Enix, I mean, you just gotta love them. They do so many wonky things, right? Square Enix tends to make games and try to capitalize on known properties, known... ooh! Oh, I love KK Disco. You know it, Eunice. But they try and capitalize on the name recognition and everything, right? So, the Final Fantasy, the 4 Heroes of Light. Final Fantasy, the 4 Heroes of Light came out on the DS, and it had this storybook look, not too dissimilar from Bravely Default. And I really enjoyed that game, actually. I think because, again, the look, and it was sort of this classic story, and I thought it was cool. So that one was on my radar, and then when when Bravely Default was announced, I thought, boy, that looks very, very similar. Well, it kind of turns out that it is sort of the successor of 4 Heroes of Light, just not really named such. I don't think 4 Heroes of Light did as well in terms of sales, and so they ended up probably deciding to name their next game something different. But anyway, hey Snowboy, thank you. There's my perfect Snowboy, and yeah, we'll smash a rock here. Anyway, yeah. So, Carl, how are you doing? What have you been up to? And everybody coming in from the raid. What's new and exciting? And yes, a hope for Golden Sun. I know that's something on a lot of people's wish list, and I don't know too much about it, but a Golden Sun game on Switch would be pretty awesome. I agree, Dash. Even though I've never played Golden Sun, I know that's a franchise many people care about, and so I'm all down. But anyway, what have I also been playing? I've been picking up my Playdate some more. There was a real big live stream. Oh my goodness, my pockets are full? No way. Okay. There was a big live stream from Panic. I didn't watch it all yet. I have been resting a bunch and kind of... and when I found out about it, it was already a little too late. By that time I was pretty tired and didn't want to start something I would probably fall asleep during. But Panic put out this whole event live streamed. I didn't realize it. It's actually been a few days, but anyways, they announced that they are looking at more games, and they're working on their shop, which they're going to have music for, much like the Nintendo digital shops as well, which is exciting. So more games on the Playdate. That sounds exciting. I can't hype this enough. Really, I think that If you are interested in the Panic Playdate, what I've also heard is that they're getting to the point where you can just buy one. You don't have to get on the wait list. They're catching up on their all of their pre-orders. I think, for my money, the hardware to beat, okay, the top 3 pieces of hardware this currently that are out there are the Switch, the Playdate, and I don't have one. This is based on everything I've heard, but the hype that I have for it pulls it up to enough for me to share it. The Steam Deck. I think that the Switch is the best gaming device this generation period because it's so versatile. It has so many great games. It's so easy to use. It's got a balanced mix of family games, games that appeal to wide audiences, and games that appeal to young and old specifically. And I think, I think it's really an excellent device. It's the one to get. Now, for travel, I've found the Playdate is a perfect travel companion. It has an incredible battery life. So if I'm going for even a week, I don't even have to worry about a charger. And if I did run into an issue, it's a USB-C for charging anyway. But I don't even worry about bringing anything. Even if I don't have a USB-C charger with me, I don't even worry because the thing can go like weeks without having to get a charge. And it's small, it's sturdy, it's just fun. It's got a lot of great pick up and play games. And it's sort of focused. So when you're traveling and you just want something, you're like, I'm going to invest in this game. Boom, you're good. And then, of course, the Steam Deck is right now what I would say is my pick for what I want in terms of, next gen. I hate that term, but, the sort of the top tier specs, graphical specs. Obviously, it's not as powerful as a PlayStation 5 in reality, but with a smaller screen, you don't notice it, is what I've been told. And that makes sense to me. I'm not looking to get 4K gaming on the screen like this size. That would be kind of silly. There's diminishing returns at a certain point. But if I'm going to be playing on a screen this size, it's nice to know that I can get the kind of the nicest settings of a game. For example, Lego Star Wars. I'm playing it on the Switch, and I'm enjoying its stability. I don't have to worry about it. It's a great game, but there are definitely moments I'm like, but I kind of wish I could see this with sort of some more robust graphics. So I think a PlayStation 5 is not in my interests right now, nor is any kind of Xbox console. The only Xbox consoles I got for free, actually, or dirt cheap, and that's an Xbox and an Xbox 360. PlayStation, if the PlayStation 5 was backwards compatible with the 4, I think I would be a lot more interested. But as it stands, the 4 is still too expensive for me to want to pick it up, and the 5 just doesn't have anything that really speaks to me, especially now that a lot of these games are getting ported to Steam. I'd rather just play it on Steam, to be honest. I'm running out of space on hardware. But what else have I been playing? Oh, but yes, then I've been playing the At Games arcade games. That's what I was doing last night, and that was pretty fun. So anyway, Carl Rocco, Carl Rocco says, I'm just streaming and working on my therapy license, starting a new job as assistant general manager of Pizza Hut soon. Wow, nice. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. My apologies there. That was last week's schedule. But anyway, yeah, Carl Rocco, I'm going to give you a shout out here. Congratulations on that. And to be honest, Carl, it's been too long since I've seen your streams. Perhaps you could share a little bit more about what you've been up to. How cool is it, though, that Carl has been playing Pokemon. How are you enjoying that, Carl? um, and oh, look at this. I have a Twitch recap. It just shows me right here. Look at that. I watched 21 billion hours. Oh, no, that's everybody. I was going to say, I didn't watch that. That's not possible. That's funny. That's the overall Twitch recap. Does it show anything for me specifically? Oh, here. Here we go. Hey, look, I've got a recap. Do you want to see this live? I didn't even know this was a thing until just now. Hold on. Hold the phones. Hold your horsies. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. It's kind of funny. I just, yeah, I didn't realize this was up. All right. So, I'm gonna look here. Boom. There we go. All right. Here's our recap, if you will. 2022 Twitch recap. Hashtag Twitch recap. We did so many things we're celebrating this year. Falconry enthusiast. I feel like I miss a lot of things, but here we go. This is favorite emotes is the Hey Guys. I did see that one a lot, and LOL, of course, is popular. I'm surprised Kappa has diminished, and Corgi Derp has that's surprising to me. That's kind of come out of nowhere. The tags, of course, playing with viewers. I noticed actually has gotten quite a significant boost in terms of my viewership. A lot of people enjoy seeing the things that I tag with playing with viewers, and I genuinely use it because I play with viewers now. Sometimes I'm not technically playing in like a multiplayer kind of thing, but I feel like I'm playing, interacting with you with the game. So sometimes I use it a little more broadly, and I don't know if I can get myself in trouble from that, but that's what I do anyway. And so let's look at viewers. This is me as a viewer. I'm actually a little nervous here. I don't quite know. Oh boy. All right, let's look again here. We lulled, we spam chat, we stayed up way too late watching speed runs. We came together and made it count all year long. Oh my goodness. Now that's a lot more than I expected, although granted, there's quite a bit of lurking that is involved here. 9,000 chat messages. Wow. Okay. Top emotes. Yeah, that makes sense. I used Art of M Cheer 532 times. And then I do like my Art of M flip and the splash and the heart. And then, of course, the good old-fashioned laugh. You gotta go with the good old-fashioned laugh, So there's that. From finding new friends and new streamers to cringing over the worst copy pastas in chat, you joined in on something special. Yeah, 9,000 chat messages. Gifted subs, 21. Oh, nice. I was a local hero. Channels modded 9, hours modded 4. Does that make me a hero? 9 people have me as a mod. I did 4 hours of modding, friends. Friends, you can't make this up. That's some solid modding. Oh, Carl Roko's gonna switch to the PC. Sounds good. Did I miss anything on chat? Let me look here. Let me look real quick. Yeah, my streaming hours are all over the place. 21 billion hours, One Up John says. Can you believe that? That wasn't me. That was Twitch as a total. But anyway, Queen Claire, you're a hero in my heart. Oh, thank you. LOL still counts. Okay. Thank you. That's funny. All right. So yeah, I do that. Okay. Favorite streamers. I'm a little nervous about this. This is going to reveal, I don't know what this is going to show, and this is going to reveal it in real time. Oh boy. Okay. I don't want anyone to feel hurt by this. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Well, that is quite a good little list. Now, yeah. Scooter, Dash, Gar, and Crossing Chronicles. Yeah. Well, it looks like with 65 hours watched of Scooter. Granted, many of those after I fell asleep and he streams late into the morning. That is that's not bad. It's not bad. Dash coming in 63 hours. Gar with 16 and Crossing Chronicles with 14. And there's some subscriptions too. I've subscribed to Scooter and Dash and Crossing Chronicles. I haven't subscribed to Gar. I should probably throw one of my Prime subs his way. Anyway, these are some great people right here. All four of them I would recommend for people to check out. And honestly, I'm rather surprised. I feel like that's definitely part of it. This is skewed because of what I can actually watch. And I'm surprised there's quite a few people that are missing on this. Although I guess it's just top 4. But no, that's really good. Look, I'll give you a little closer look on that. That's exciting. I kind of like that. And then favorite categories here. There we are. Favorite categories. Retro, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Splatoon 3, and Minecraft. Really? I'm surprised that we didn't get Animal Crossing on there. Although I'm sure it was last year. Now, this is no surprise right here. Let's see. I should probably share this. I'll download that. But yeah, hours watched 376, days watched 160, channel points, chat messages, favorites, top emotes, top categories. Yeah, not too shabby. And then let's take a look. I'm very, very excited about this streamer. Let's take a look. So, this year, 107 broadcasts. Wow. 3,000 hours watched with 73 clips, and the highest CCV concurrent viewers, 75. Wow. Look at that. Can we get some hype in the chat for those numbers? That is pretty impressive. I went live with the community 107 times this year. And we're all still talking about that one stream. The biggest of the year was 75 years. I don't know that we're all still talking about it, but that is pretty cool. Dang, yeah. And then scrolling down, and the community grew too. New subscribers, 61. New followers, 187. Channel points, 1 million. Chat messages, 48,000. Right there. That number right below my face. This one right here. That to me is that's it right there. That is the thing that really blows me away. That is hype for sure. Exactly, Carl. That number, far more than anything else, that's astonishing to me. That's fantastic. Wow. Okay. Top emotes used. Who's been using the Kappa all the time in my chat? That's funny. So really, okay, so Kappa ended up being used a lot. I guess Delta was showing up quite a bit. LOL, I know Dash uses that one a lot. I'm surprised Art of M Cheer, though, is close to both of them. Only 1 to 200 times difference. Art of M Flip in there. And then, of course, the Jack Love Rainbow Heart. Love it. Say what's up to all those followers and subscribers that joined your squad to make chat as hype as ever. They were really feeling Kappa and racked up all those channel points. That's That's quite, I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can see those. I'll zoom in a little bit more, but wow. That's pretty impressive. And Dash, I don't know what you're talking about. That's funny. Sure, Dash. Sure, Dash. I know it's not Dash. What are we talking about? Gifted subs 52. Wow. 52 people gifting subs in this channel. That's pretty impressive too. My top categories, no surprises here. Animal Crossing. Oh, actually a little bit of a surprise. I take that back. I take back the thing I just said. Animal Crossing is definitely no surprise. Splatoon 3. I wonder if this is by popularity. That could be it. It must be by popularity and not by hours streamed. Although I did stream Kid Icarus and a lot. But I feel like I streamed this more than this. I don't know. You loved Animal Crossing New Horizons so much you're at the top 6% of all its streamers? Are you kidding me? What? I better go back and play more Animal Crossing. Really? Sometimes I'm just amazed by the things that I come across. I'm in the top 6% of Animal Crossing streamers. I would not have guessed that. Wow. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is my question here. So, we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna do the thing here, everybody. Yeah, Dash, right? Grats indeed. Let's bring this over. Let's bring a calculator into this business here. Okay. So with 100, okay, 7. Oh no, hold on a second. What is it? Okay. Chat messages. This is what I want. Okay, so we're gonna go 48. 400. There we go. So that'd be 48,000. Okay. Divided by 107 in terms of the broadcast, right? That means per stream, if I did my math correctly, if I did this in the right order, per stream, 452 chat messages. That's and my average stream is about 2 hours. That is pretty good. Hey Eric, how's it going? Oh my gosh, it does feel like it's been forever. We were just looking at some statistics here. That's kind of cool. Anyway, wow. I mean, yeah, like 450 messages a stream per two. Well, here, let's do this again. Hold on. Let's pull up the calculator again. And let's do 450. I think it's 52, but whatever. We'll do this divided by, well, let's say 3 because, yeah. So about 150 messages per hour divided by 60. That's a couple of messages a minute. That's pretty good. That is, wow. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked by this. My friends, that is phenomenal. I did not expect. Anyway, that just popped up on Twitch. I thought I would look at it. Sorry. Eric, how are you doing? How are you doing? It has been far too long. Happy December to you. I hope that things are going well for you. We were just looking and seeing what's new in on Twitch because apparently the Twitch recap was released and yeah, some really exciting stuff there. My goodness, I'm gonna have to download those things. Anyway, let's get back to Blathers. Or Blathers here. I'm seriously though. I'm shocked. All right, let's assess some fossils, shall we? So Queen Claire says, Eric, hello, my friend. There we go. Let's take that closer look. Carl needs to return to Animal Crossing myself, lol. Yeah. You know, I've been playing this every day. I have been playing it indeed every day. But I have not streamed it for like a couple months. You know, I wanted to get some other games and some other stuff. And so anyway, I never quite returned to it like the good old days of when I was streaming, but I have been playing every day. Eric says it's going pretty great. Just looking forward to Christmas. Working today. Needed some positive vibes. Glad I found them. Oh, I'm glad you did too. And positive vibes indeed. That's certainly, that is certainly, oh, look at that. That frosty breath there. That is certainly what I hope you find here. So, oh, I like that emote, Eric. That's cool. I don't think I actually went in here. Like, I get a sloppy sink. Oh, no, my pockets are full. I can't do that. But I can go here. Welcome to the Nook. Oh, there we go. Yes, see? Proof. There's my 7-day 300 bonus miles. Look at all those Nook miles I've got. Isn't it wild? And then we've got the Nook shopping. I always like to check in here. And we finally have stuff. But I bought all of this, so I might pick up another one of these, though. Queen Claire made it. She's amazing. I've got all the art talent of a second grader. Queen Claire made that emote? No way. Right on. That's awesome. Right on. Yeah, I forgot that that Queen Claire actually does emotes, and that is pretty impressive. Eric, how have your streams been? How have your streams been going? What is up with that? How go your streams? We're gonna give a shout out to Eric, actually, because here I am, so silly of me, but yeah, Eric. And please tell us some more about what you've been streaming, a little bit about your streams, because it has been so long for me too. Playing Elite Dangerous, I don't know much about that. I always enjoy your avatar, though. I forgot what that looked like. That's so good. So many people today. I love it. Anyway. Yeah, I just found out that apparently I was in the top 6% of Animal Crossing streamers, which is quite a surprise to me. I will tell you that. Yeah, and I want to play some more Minecraft. I think, you know, goals that I have, I'd like to play more Animal Crossing in the new year, more Minecraft, and I would like to get back to my Zelda playthrough. I'm sure One Up John is understanding of that. Anyway, if anybody is new around here, my name is Mana. I'm an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer with a focus on Nintendo, retro on original hardware, and indie titles. I do love Animal Crossing. It is such a good game. I really believe it's a bit of genius. So yeah, if you like what you see too, please do consider following along. I think you can find me on all kinds of other places as well. So if you follow on Twitch but don't know about my Discord or my YouTube channel or my Twitter profile or any of these things, you know, please check it out. You can also go to my website, artofmana.com. It's going to give you all these links and more. So there you go. And what is this? Don't feel bad. It took me forever to get through Skyward Sword, Carl Rocco says. And Eric says, well, actually, I got sick twice in November, and so they had not been happening as regularly as I would like. Elite Dangerous is my main game. It's a space sim with a 1-to-1 ratio scale of the galaxy. And Fortnite primarily. Thank you for asking and for the shout out. Of course, no problem. We'll have to play some Fortnite, Eric. haven't played it since. I mean, I played a little of the last. I can't even think of the name. It's been so long since I played it. What do they call them? The last, period of time that is season. Since the last season, that's right. I played a little of the last season, but not much. Maybe like 4 hours. I did, however, get all... Yes, thank you, Dash. I did, however, get all of the Star Wars characters because I knew that I would want that. And I had the V-Bucks. Carl, don't feel bad. It took me forever to get through Skyward Sword. Oh, that does make me feel a little bit better, to be honest. But yeah, I had to get those Star Wars characters because that's what it's all about. By the way, KK Disco, what a jam! I'm gonna put. Oh, we got a visitor. Oh, Lolly, I love Lolly. Lolly is probably, I think Lolly's my favorite island resident. I go back and forth, but Lolly, yeah. I love Lolly's interest in books and writing. It's good. Right, Eric? Yeah. That's... Yep. Oh, nice. 52 hours for Skyward Sword. That's actually a pretty quick run-through, I would feel. But you've played it before, right? Let's see if I can change my music while Lolly's here. I don't know if I can. Oh. Yeah, I do like my retro stereo. I would like a retro stereo in real life. I just don't really have the room. And if I had the room, I'd rather have an arcade machine. Okay, hey, Eric, you enjoy that lurk, and I hope that there's been some good, positive vibes that you picked up from our community here. And, yep, take care. God bless you. It was your first time, really, Carl? Did you play it on the Switch? I think that's probably what you did. I'm glad that it was recommended to you. I actually think it is. I think it's actually a very underrated Zelda game. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people didn't like it on the Wii, I think specifically because they were not fans of motion control at that time. It sort of picked up a negative connotation. However, I would argue that actually the motion controls are one of the things that make it really a fun game. So, whatever. To each their own, but let's get some KK Disco on. There we go. I do love this song. This is what played in the background of my New Leaf home forever. But yes. Yeah, and the KK house is pretty good too. That's what I think we were listening to just before. A lot of good new tunes now. Oh, gotcha, Carl. Oh, all right. Lolly, that's fine. See you later. It's all good. Yeah, we'll hang out. We'll be friends. So KK Disco, put that in storage there. We'll get rid of some of this stuff. Let's put this in storage. What is this? I'm wondering. Midwinter. Oh, it's the Midwinter sweater. I like this one actually, but I'm gonna stick with my scarf. Yeah. All right, and we'll put this in storage. Boom. All right, much better. But I also was somebody who liked Metroid Other M. I actually think that's a pretty underrated game as well. I know a lot of people didn't like the story part of it, but it didn't bother me. But I per se, but I liked the action of the game and everything. I did pick this up. I never owned this. I never played through this, and I actually haven't played through the Prime series. But this is gonna be on my playlist. As is Cave Story 3D, because I've heard this is actually kind of a bad port, but I've played the other Cave Story games and really enjoyed them, and sort of felt like I probably want to play this one. But the fact is, what is this? Why did you buy Other M? One Up John, I really like Other M. I actually purchased Other M day one. I actually pre-ordered it on the Wii. But see, you're asking the wrong questions here as far as I'm concerned. It's not why did I buy Other M, it's why did I buy Bubsy 3D? My friends, Bubsy 3D, specifically for One Up John. I hope you appreciate it. This is gonna be on the playlist. Yep, this is gonna be on the to play. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Oh my dear. Bubsy 3D to be played. The world may never know. Yeah, right. How many? Why would I do such a thing? Anyways, I'm excited for that. To be honest, I know it's gonna be a romp. But yeah. Huh? Marina. Bath towel wrap. Thank you for picking. That's an awkward gift. I mean, I know. Okay, I know I have large picture windows in my house, and often go from the bathroom to the bedroom to change. Are you telling me something, Marina? Do I need a bath towel wrap? Is this what you're trying to tell me? I think that's a not so subtle hint. Marina's like, cover yourself up. All right, Marina, I'll do it. Oops. Well, hello. There we go. Let's get this gyroid fragment in the hole. You gotta be real good friends to give a gift like that. And how, what's funny about it too is, I mean, I know obviously in the game it's an item, right? But wouldn't normally that be given just as a gift called a towel? And towels, hey, like a wedding gift, whatever. Yeah, towels. But like to be so specific, this towel, Mana, listen to me, Mana. This towel that I'm giving you, this towel is specifically for you to cover yourself up with after a shower. All right, or a bath or shower. You're really your preference there, but. Let me reiterate, the point of this gift is for you to cover yourself up with after a shower. All right. Did you hear? Cover yourself up, Mana. These are the messages. This is what it is. All right. Gee whiz. Point taken, friend. Point taken. The great Mana cover up. Oh dear. It's funny. Yeah. Oh, there's a balloon. Let's go get that one. Yeah, I can take a hint every now and then. Is it? Oh, it's way over there. What? I don't think it's gonna. I think I'm gonna be too far forward. I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. Yeah. There we go. All right. Wow, I really misread that one, but all right. Boom. Yeah. Oh, illuminated snowflakes. What the what? I'll learn this one. Nice. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. I might have to craft that. I'll do that after I finish a few other random things. Really, I have no aim in this stream other than to just kind of move around and wander. You can see I've got a bunch of bell trees again. I still need to work on this orchard and flower area, but I don't get to it. I keep thinking, oh, I should stream that, but that's all right. Mana Sprout likes running around in it, and I like it for building snowmen. Oh, nice. So, Carl, I'm really curious to know. Dash. We'll come back to Carl's in a moment. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the wit and beauty of Dash's comment here. I do like that. Ooh, are those some medieval manuscript style snowflakes? Neat. Has anyone ever watched the YouTube videos by Hildegard von Blingen? I don't know if anyone knows of this. Hildegard von Blingen, which is such a nerdy pun. Hildegard von Bingen is actually a nun, Catholic nun, Benedictine, who was actually pretty cool, really pretty cool saint, and very into all sorts of things, including music. All right, so hence some of the connection there, and then of course bling for the blingin instead of Hildegard von Bingen. And Dash has indeed heard of that. It's fun, and they created a new genre that they call bardcore, which actually does make me laugh quite a bit. Anyways, they take popular songs and put them into these medieval styles. So that I was just thinking about, getting some medieval all up in our Animal Crossing. That's pretty good. And then, okay, Carl's going to be our B. I was just about to answer Carl's question. So, Carl, when you return, I will answer that question. Yeah, you may have to remind me, though. But I want to address the Crisis Core Reunion purchase as well as what to do with Steelbooks. Oh, man, Dash, they are. Actually, I'm surprised that there isn't an illuminated manuscript in the Animal Crossing catalog. Maybe there is. I don't know. Yeah, and I've shared this before, but the St. John's Abbey in Collegeville, Minnesota commissioned the St. John's Bible, which is a illuminated, hand-illuminated and hand-lettered Bible, the first for hundreds of years. And it is incredible. It's absolutely amazing. It was actually commissioned, and then they had the calligrapher, the royal calligrapher from England, actually lead on the calligraphy part. Oh gosh, have you? Yeah, oh Dash, please. In fact, here I'll pull it up. It is, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's really beautifully done. I've actually seen this in person. Pages of it, not all of it, because there are these enormous. I mean, here I am. Look at, they're enormous. Since like less than an 8.5 by 11. This is how enormous they're, like. Yeah, more like that. They're, I can't remember how large the sheets are. On stretched sheepskin, or whatever. I'm not sure if it's sheepskin, but whatever the what they use there. But it's probably, I would say, a good 3 feet, maybe big. I don't know. Let's go into. I need to make a quick button on my Steam Deck for this. That would make things a lot easier. Or Stream Deck. I mean, see there, I messed it up. But once I do that, that'll make what I'm doing right now so much easier. I won't have to keep going back in here to do things like this. But anyway. Okay, so here is. Let me zoom in a little bit. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay. This is St. John's Bible. In 1998, St. John's Abbey and University commissioned renowned calligrapher Donald Jackson to produce a handwritten, hand-illuminated Bible. We invite you to explore this work of art that unites an ancient Benedictine tradition with the technology and vision of today, illuminating the Word of God for a new millennium. You can see some of the artwork right here, which is really cool. One of the neat aspects of it is that every illustration, they had this whole committee and these monks and theologians and and artists consider how to depict different things. I love the this is creation, and it goes through each day of creation. This is just a little detail that's right here from within it. If you go, and I've seen it a couple places, but if you go actually to the university, you'll see they actually have, because it's volumes. It's not just one big book; it's volumes. So you'll see it like this. There's no admission. You can just see it. But it's absolutely beautiful, and they have books too, which are really, really cool, that show, or that are actually like facsimiles of the Bible, and you can pick up like different sets, and so you can get like the Psalms, or you can get the Gospels and stuff like that. The continuous process of remaining open and accepting of what may reveal itself through hand and heart on a crafted page is the closest I've ever come to God, Donald Jackson said, who's the artistic director, who was the person who worked on it, the calligrapher from England. Yeah, I'll zoom well in there so we can actually read this part here. St. John's Bible is a work of art and a work of theology. A team of artists coordinated by Donald Jackson in Wales and a team of scholars in central Minnesota have brought together the ancient techniques of calligraphy and illumination with an ecumenical Christian approach to the Bible rooted in Benedictine spirituality. The result is a living document and a monumental achievement. Back in the 1990s, Donald Jackson observed the monks of St. John's Abbey processing with their Book of the Gospels for Sunday Mass, and he recognized the importance of their book. To create a Bible that would capture the beauty and tradition of centuries of liturgy and carry it into the future, that is the vision that united a calligrapher in Wales with a group of Benedictine monks in Minnesota. So sorry, Wales, not England. Explore this area of the website for more on the history. And so if you want to go and look at it, there's some cool stuff here. Not sure. Production principles. The illuminations are not illustrations. They are spiritual meditations on a text. It is a very Benedictine approach to Scripture. Yes, and I love that too. Yeah. Anyway, I personally, I think this is just an absolutely beautiful thing. I mean, this isn't doing it justice here, but here's a gallery tour. This is actually St. John's Abbey Church here in the middle. I wonder if there's anything on here. Maybe, should we watch this real quick? Would you be interested? Yeah. Oh, my pleasure, Dash. What the heck? Let's go ahead and... I mean, should I? Would you be interested in seeing this this little video real quick? It's 2 minutes and 47 seconds. What the heck? Why not, right?
On the St. John's University campus.
Here, let me get it.
Minnesota.
Oops. Oh, I don't have it. Hold on. Here we go. We can adjust here in a second. Let me go back. I'm in at least, Dash says. Yeah. Yeah. It's so cool. Oh, and what was, there was a message going up here that I missed. What is that one? It says, oh yeah. Yeah. The big books that you need a stick to turn the pages, right? It is quite big. Very much. Okay, let's go ahead and watch this. Chime in with your thoughts as we watch here. All right, and I guess I'll mute the game audio there. There we go.
Welcome to the Hill Museum and Manuscripts Library. Located on the St. John's University campus in Collegeville, Minnesota, Himmel is a world-renowned preserver of artifacts, manuscripts, and more. Since its founding at St. John's University in 1965,
those are comfortable chairs, by the way.
Partnered with libraries in more than 20 countries to photograph historic manuscripts in dozens of languages. To date, Himmel has digitized over 250,000 handwritten texts and is home to over 30,000 rare manuscripts, books, and artworks, including the St. John's Bible. A selection of these pieces are
Carl.
in the reading room and Culhane galleries. Upon arrival for your guided tour of the St. John's Bible, please meet in the Alcuin Library, located directly in front of the Abbey Church. A tour guide will be there to greet you at the main door. Your guided tour will begin with a presentation in the Sullivan Auditorium about the history and creation process of the St. John's Bible. After the presentation, you will continue into the Bible Gallery.
Look at that. Just look, right? This is how cool does this look, right? Yeah, there's original manuscripts at the library. That's true. And then this is kind of part of the whole thing. But Carl, since you just got back, we'll come back to your questions about the Steelbook. I'm talking about Final Fantasy in a little bit, but right now I'm sharing some details about the St. John's Bible, which is a beautiful hand-illumined, hand-written Bible that was commissioned in the late 90s. And so this is just a short video kind of showing it. Dash was interested for sure. I find this fascinating. I love this. It's so cool. So anyway, that's what's going on.
28 original folios of the St. John's Bible, as well as the tools, sketches, and notes used during the project, will be available for your viewing. The gallery contains a virtual Bible, where you can page through the images and texts that are not on display. You are encouraged to explore the Genesis Gallery, which touches on the history of handwritten Bibles and other religious manuscripts.
Right,
the Genesis
Dash?
Gallery also houses our 18th century Torah scroll.
Yeah.
After your tour is complete, you are welcome to join the monastic community for noon prayer in the Great Abbey Church, which inspired many aspects of the St. John's Bible.
One of the cool things about the Abbey Church here is you can kind of tell there's the honeycomb pattern right there, which has kind of long been an ancient symbol of community and togetherness and specifically in Benedictine tradition, the Benedictine motto is ora et labora, prayer and work. And there's something very mystical about the way that these two things interact, and that there's this blurring in ora et labora. It's the sense that our work can be a prayer and our prayer can be a work. This humble and perpetual attitude of diligence and commitment to the simple, mundane. I have to grow in this. I'm challenged by this all the time. I hate dishes, but I have to try. I try to remember the importance of the mundane when I do them, and then thank God for dishwashers.
For lunch, catering options can be arranged at the Founders Room or the Great Hall, depending on the size of your group. The refectory, located in the Quad Building, is another great dining option, serving full all-you-care-to-eat meals on a daily basis. If you wish to see more of St. John's University, there are several different activities available to extend your visit. A meeting and tour with the curator of rare books can be arranged to give you more information about Himmel and our collections. Another option guests enjoy is visiting the Pottery Studio. There you can see the amazing work of Richard Bresnahan, enjoy afternoon tea, and see the largest wood-burning kiln in North America.
I wish the Animate Barrel got to see this. Right, Dash?
You may also wish to explore the beautiful natural sites around campus, including the Arboretum, beach, numerous hiking trails, and the Chapel Walk.
Except I got eaten by mosquitoes, and Ms. Manna and I did both.
After your visit, you can browse products related to the Bible at the Liturgical Press or campus bookstore. Thank you for your interest in the Hill Museum and Manuscript Library and the St. John's Bible. We look forward to your visit.
How cool is that, right? How cool is that? I just, again, I think this is one of the neatest things I've seen. The fact that, this was all done, many years of work was poured into this, and the intentionality within it is absolutely stunning. Some of my favorite pieces of artwork within it. I wonder if I could find just let's see, St. John's Bible creation. Here we go. Let me show this real quick. This will be the last thing I'll share, and then I'll okay. I wonder if I can do this. Save image. There we go. I'll do it this way. That'll make it easier, I think. Boom, boom. Boom. Closing all those things. Closing, closing, closing. Very cool, though. Oof, sorry about those mosquitoes. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, Carl, what are you... have you played the Final Fantasy game yet? I'm curious to know. What are your thoughts on it if you have? I've been curious about picking that one up myself. Because I know it came out on the PlayStation Portable, and I always kind of wanted to get a PlayStation Portable, never did, and so maybe at some point I will. I don't know, but you've played for about an hour on the Switch. Okay, so what are your thoughts on it? I mean, have you played the original? If not, any thoughts? If you have any thoughts on how it compares to the original, if you haven't, have you felt like you're missing out at all? Those are kind of my big questions, if you don't mind me asking. Ooh, and I might have to start thinking about winding down the stream. I'm definitely starting to feel a little like I've kind of hit my max. But I want to just, if I can't, I gotta remember how to do some of these things. Yeah, I guess I have to drop. Sorry, I have to figure out how this works. We'll just do it this way. Yeah, it's kind of weird, how some of these things are set up in my stream. So I have to kind of fiddle. And I'm still tweaking and learning how I want to do this. because eventually I'm sure I will be better at it. But as it stands, sometimes it's not something that I feel I'm particularly good at. And I'm going to put the attribution here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's not bad. All right. Okay. Boom. Here we are. So this is the St. John's Bible, and of course this is the one of the first images you'll see. This is actually well, and I'm guessing you can guess this, but creation. This is creation here, and I wonder if I can pop myself. There we go. I'm in here now. You can see me. So what I love about this particular image, which is so cool, and see, you know what? I don't have a cursor. I need to figure out how to be able to draw on stuff. like I need like a laser pointer to this. I need a plugin. If anybody knows anything, please let me know. If you know of a way to like, think of it like in the sports arena, you know, you can draw a circle around a player or whatever. That's what I want. Okay. That's what I want. I want to be able to do that. This is the seven days of creation as Genesis describes, right? Which bear in mind is not, I mean, this is not, we're not talking science here. We're talking, you know, we obviously know from science that you know, the world was not 7 days, right? But this is, the 7 days mark an aspect of creation that God made to indicate also, so importantly, that God made everything, right? And made it with purpose and made it with order. So in the beginning, you know, in the left side of this image, you see the darkness and the chaos. And so what does God bring? Light, right? And then in the next section, you see the firmament, you know, and you know, sort of the rough hewn stone kind of slate colors that are in there. And then you get the dry ground and the plants, you know, you start to see something that looks a little bit like a globe, you know, you see the deserts and the grass and all of that. And then as you move on, you see in that section here, and kind of overlapping, I wish I could point here to show it, but you can kind of see like the moon, or the moon and planets and stars sort of in orbit, right? You see how it's kind of all circling there. It's kind of right in the center there, that middle one. And then you see the next is, of course, the birds and sea creatures, right? So you see the birds, one of those big birds that right there, kind of shadow of the raven, which, by the way, the raven's an important symbol in Benedictine spirituality. But you see the birds, and then the sea, the fish and creatures of the sea. And then you see on the next one, you see finally symbols, images of early humans, right? And the land animals, and really neat how they've put that together. And it's kind of like think of it like almost like the cave paintings that you can find. So again, sort of this ancient look. And then what do you see but this glorious, radiant gold leaf? You know, all of this last day, this day of rest, and to look on everything and see that it is good, it is holy, it is, you know, it is luminous. So anyway, that's one example of some of the artwork within the St. John Bible. And this is huge. This is a big piece. This is enormous. It's a full sheet. But you could really meditate on these images, and that's exactly what they were intended to be, is that they're items, they're pieces of art which allow for the mind to meditate and reflect on this, and to reflect on some of the deep truths of Genesis, which again, it's not a scientific account of the creation of the world, but rather it is revealing certain truths about God, including, of course, that God made everything. And perhaps more importantly, God made it good. We can sometimes forget that. So anyway, yeah, isn't that neat? Isn't that neat, Dash? I think that's cool. Carl says that's nice. Thank you so much. Carl also said, it's really good, but it's weird because it begs the question, why isn't Final Fantasy VII, the remake, able to be ported? I've been wondering that same thing. I've really wondered that, and I would like to play it, actually, just to give it a shot, even though I'm not a fan of the original Final Fantasy VII. The graphics are definitely nice to see, but there's occasional slowdown. Overall, good package that does not need to be played in a particular way to enjoy. Well, that's good, too. That's also a good feature there. But anyway, yeah. All right. Well, I guess that brings us back to Animal Crossing. Oh, and I have a theatrical outfit. Oh my gosh, something that says I'm the star of the show. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I know exactly what I need to go and and dress like. A space parka with the theatrical fare? Sure. Yeah, it's not turn-based either, so you'll love it, Carl says. That's the other thing. That's the other thing that has me very interested. Wow. Adding extra syllables, that's a weird thing. That's one of the aspects of monitoring my voice and hearing the slight delay that is difficult. I don't tend to do that IRL when I'm not doing this, but for some reason, who knows? I didn't mean to select my axe either. That was kind of funny. Oh well. Let's try and get something theatrical, shall we? But yeah, that did catch my attention. Right now, though, there are 4 things that are like my top most wanted things for this next year. There is a tenor guitar from Recording King that I would like to get. I would like to get a Steam Deck. And then there are 2 video games I'd like to get. The Klonoa Collection. I'd like to import a physical copy of that. And Atari 50th Collection, which that looks super cool. And I'm very impressed by all of the videos, which I would find very fascinating. But I'm also really excited by the fact that there's actually versions of Jaguar games available for the first time, which is considerably impressive considering how difficult it actually is to find a Jaguar and those games these days. You know, I passed on being able to buy them buy the system for $20 and the games for about that. Or 10. I think the games were like $7 or $10 and the system was $20. Can't believe it. They were clearancing, and at the time I was like, whatever. I didn't have as much cash expendable funds back then, but Now I could do this, but I also was thinking maybe I should do like something royal, wear a crown, dress up that way. I don't know. Maybe I'll stick with this. I think this is good. Could always get a top hat, maybe. I don't love that. I might have to. I don't know. Anyway, yes, that's why I ordered that myself. They aren't the best Jaguar games either, but it's something to experience. Well, actually, the only game that I think is missing that a lot of people say is one of the top games on the platform is the Aliens game, right? From the movie franchise, the Ridley Scott stuff. But I also don't think that that's a game I would particularly want to play, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, that's funny. But yeah, it has a bunch of the good ones. Like the kart racing one is one that I really would like to play. So that's cool. I guess I'm gonna just go with the brown fedora, I think, or gray. I'll go with brown. And then we need to get maybe wingtips. That's what I want. Wingtips. Wingtips. Somewhere there's wingtips. Here we go. Wingtips. Boom. That's it. Atari Kart. Yeah. So that's on my list. I'd like to pick it up. Now, Carl, the question was regarding the Steelbook. Should you just throw away the case? My feeling here is no, you should not throw away the case. I mean, the collector in me is just like, no, don't do that. I don't know, it's hard to, keep it in the still case. I think that would be cool. And a lot of people do enjoy displaying games in still cases. And I think the steelbooks are neat. They're well produced, I personally don't, because behind me you can see, I kind of try to keep it for the most part with all the red spines and everything, but I think that displaying it, if you prefer it, great, do it that way. Maybe just tuck that original game case elsewhere. But at the very least, let's say you pick up a used copy of a game sometime down the line and it doesn't have a case, you can always use that case there and just print yourself a new insert, a new sleeve. So that's why I say don't throw the Switch cases out. Those and I guarantee you, down the line, Switch cases will sell for a decent amount on eBay. Now, is it enough where if you're limited on space and you just really frankly don't have, I get it. But maybe ask around. Maybe you have some local friends that have loose Switch games that would like a case. But basically, my thing is, I would encourage you to keep the original. Yeah. And okay, Carl says, what I just did was fold the insert and tucked it into the steelbook. Hey, that works too. You can definitely tuck that in there. But the case, the plastic case, I would hold on to. Hey, look, apparently I have impeccable taste. So anyway, it's my pleasure, LaBelle. I have so many Taylor tickets. I love getting clothes. But yeah, just to preserve the art. Exactly, Carl. Exactly. You might as well, And especially tucking it in like that, it's easy to do, I'm guessing that long term, it's your collection, so you really do what you want to do with it. If it's not important to you, fine. But I guess my bigger point is there is some value in that. Maybe not to you, but I wouldn't call it just trash, FIST. I don't know what that is. And Persona 5 Royal are my only steel books. FIST, what is that? I'm not sure I know what that is. I don't know. That's not ringing a bell. FIST, I can't even think of what it would be. Unless that's just what it is and it's a game I'm not familiar with. I don't know. Oh, I just really felt that in my throat right there when I swallowed. Ugh. I'm curious now. Oh, search it. It's basically a Metroidvania game with a rabbit. Really? So is it Fist? Is that what it is? Fist. On Switch? Yeah. Huh. Forged in Shadow Torch? Is that it? After the animals of Torch City were defeated by the invading robotic legion in the Resistance War 6 years ago, former Resistance fighter Rayton the Rabbit has kept a low profile. Wow. I mean, that's pretty epic right there. Not gonna lie. Oof. All right. I might have to check that out. The premise is sick. Yeah. I'm like, dang. That is pretty cool. I will definitely have to check that out. Okay, let's confirm. Oh, let's sell that. Done. All right. Yeah, I like that. There's so many games. Goodness. I'm telling you, I just overall, we are spoiled for choice. My library is so quickly filled up that honestly I don't even know that I need to buy any more games ever for the rest of my life. I've got so much, and hopefully I need to make sure that it's easier for Mana Sprout just to play games. You know, like when I was growing up. You know, just pick it up and play it. You know. I am interested in this antique radio. I love antique radios. Any of you have a similar interest? I just feel like antique radios are really cool looking. Always been a fan. Also, I think this is going to be way outside of my budget, and I don't know if I have it. Oh. Well, never mind. I thought that was going to be a lot more expensive. It was less than the antique radio. Well, never mind. Usually instruments are really expensive, but oh well. I also very much like hearty ramen, and that sounds really good. I think after this, I might have to make myself some hearty ramen. Put some eggs in it, and yeah. Oh yeah, that actually would be really good. I'll buy it. But next game that I would like to stream, I think, is Little Gator. Don't know when I will stream it, but I think I'd like to. That game, it just looks so adorable. Yeah, right. Dash says, for sure, retro-style radios are really cool, just like really old antique TVs, tiny screens, and all. Yes. I'm a big fan of CRT televisions, especially real retro ones. And I'm so sad that the LG retro TVs that were real late, but like really themed to be like a really retro TV never came to the US, because honestly, though everyone was going LCD at the time, if we had them released here, I'm sure we'd be able to pick them up. I would love to have one of those. I think it fits in with the modern aesthetic. And I don't think we're going to be getting CRTs coming back anytime soon, because they're just so dangerous. You know, Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh, Seth is here. Hey, Mana. Friday! Hey, Seth, how are you doing? I gotta give Seth a good old shout out here. Seth, one of my buddies here. I don't think he's back to streaming yet, but this is a family-friendly live member and an amazing family-friendly streamer and husband and father. Heck of a guy. Hey, there we go. Right on, Seth. Yep. Seth is someone I can easily shout out and say, you're going to enjoy his content. He's got a YouTube channel. Since he's not streaming at the moment, working on a project at his home, I highly encourage you to check out his YouTube channel. He has some very thoughtful videos where he comes up with these great topics to discuss and share his thoughts on. And really well done, well produced. He's one to go check out. So go check out Seth. All right, well, I hope that work is going well for you. Nice, Seth. Nice. Oh. Ooh, okay. None. Let's see. What could what could we? Oh my gosh. No, what about that? What about that? Is that is this dumb? Is this dumb? I don't know. Hey, I actually do want to see it, but I couldn't. I wouldn't necessarily say that I am excited. Like, I want to see it, but I'm. It's not like a top priority. If I never saw it, I wouldn't. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go with this. It's none of your business. Yeah, well, that's it, right, Seth? I'd like to see it, but it's not like a big deal for me. The first movie was like, it's all right. Oh, wait. I forget. We gotta go back. We gotta edit this. What do you think? That's not it. Oh, we gotta enter it again. Yeah. See it eventually, but yeah, exactly. It's none of your business. The trick is not to put punctuation. I forgot that. And actually, ooh, you know what? Which reminds me, I think the punctuation also can't be here. Oops. Yes, I think that's what it's got to be. It's none of your business. It's none of your... There you go. That's what it... Okay. I think it's kind of funny. Why not? Sounds right. Let's do it. I love it. Right on, Non. There we go. Yeah, no, I would much rather rewatch Andor, which I am doing actually with Miss Mana right now. It's very, very fun. Oh man, we just got through the first. We've gotten through 6 episodes. We just got through the second story arc with the Eldani heist. Oh man, that 6th episode. And Dash says it got a laugh out of me. See, there we go. I'm glad it worked. I'm glad you liked it. But boy, yeah, that last episode, the Eldani heist, and with the eye, and the oh gosh, probably my second or third favorite moment from the series. Quick spoiler alert. Put your muffs on if you don't want. I'm gonna share my top 3 for now. And Dash, we do need to get a stream going where we can chat about this. But my top 3 in no particular order would be the escape from Aldani, the moment, I can't remember his name now. Circus's character, I can't think of his name. The moment that he says, "I can't swim." That the finale of that story arc, the prison break. And the third, again, no particular order, would be the great monologue that or soliloquy that was given to the Imperial officer, undercover spy, traitor, by what's his name? I forget names so much. What's his name? By I'm looking it up right now. I can think. So by the Kino Loy, by the way, is who said I can't swim, and the person I am thinking of looking on the internet. Oh, Luthen. Yeah, Luthen. There we go. Yeah, Scars. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, the but his soliloquy when right at the I think it's in the final episode, but what have I given up? Oh man. His speech there is amazing. I'm looking up now. Oh, apparently it's in the 10th episode. Yeah. Is there? Okay, here we go. Yeah. There we go. He says, okay, this is what follows from so. Yeah, because the ISB agent, right? He says, "My sacrifice, it means nothing to you, does it?" And so he says, what have I sacrificed? He goes, "Calm, kindness, kinship, love. I've given up all chance at inner peace. I've made my mind a sunless space. I share my dreams with ghosts. I wake up every day to an equation I wrote 15 years ago, from which there's only one conclusion. I'm damned for what I do. My anger, my ego, my unwillingness to yield, my eagerness to fight, they've set me on a path from which there is no escape. I yearn to be a savior against injustice without contemplating the cost, and by the time I look down, there is no longer any ground beneath my feet. What is my sacrifice? I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemy to defeat them. I burn my decency for someone else's future. I burn my life to make a sunrise that I know I'll never see. The ego that started this fight will never have a mirror or an audience or the light of gratitude. So what do I sacrifice? Everything." And obviously I didn't do it any justice. Luthen, was it Skarsgård is his name? The way he delivers it is, this is Shakespearean. This is like, man, wow. There's so many things we could dissect that, but definitely Andor. If you haven't watched it, spoiler alert for me. We'll talk about this more, but spoiler alert for me is darn good. It's different. It's different than the Star Wars that we grew up with. All right, it's different than the original trilogy. It's different from the prequels. Star Wars has kind of taken lots of different shapes lately, and my feeling is that it's definitely darker in tone, and in some moments of the show, I even feel like if all you did was just a different set and different clothes, you would forget that it's Star Wars altogether. It actually, in some cases, plays out like many popular shows. And yet, there's some things that are under it that sort of swelling beneath the surface that I think really could only happen if it was in the Star Wars universe. And so I wouldn't put it, like, I just read a article, I think it was from The Verge, I can't remember, and it was rating all the Star Wars shows and TV, or movies and TV shows, although that's kind of a lie because they didn't include the Endor saga and all, and the droids and Ewoks, right? Or the holiday special. No, it was stuff like in current canon. But I would disagree with some of their assessment. The biggest one for me is I didn't agree that Andor was actually the number one. I think what happened is, often the case, we are sort of starstruck by the new, so Andor, it's like, we liked that so much. Oh my gosh, it's the best. But they put it above all three of the original trilogy, which Return of the Jedi actually was like not even in the best of the best. It was like before they got to the best of the best, which made me kind of sad. Yeah, right, Dash. But recency bias, it's a real thing, right? But to put it above even like the original, which is a self-contained masterpiece, to put it above Empire, which I mean, come on. And I would say I wouldn't put Andor above Return of the Jedi, but I would definitely put, like, in broad strokes, I'd put the original Star Wars trilogy at the top. I would put Rogue One and Andor close behind. And I would put it, I don't know that I would put, like, I would have a hard time deciding on things like, would Andor and Rogue One, like, would Episode 1 come before it or after it? Probably before it. Like, I think I'd put Episode 1 above Andor and Rogue One. But I would put it above Episode 2 and 3. And then I'd also have to think about, would I put The Force Awakens above Andor and Rogue One? And I think it would be close, but because of the subsequent movies, I would have to put it below. But if it was on its own, I think I would probably put it above. And then Rebels and Clone Wars, yeah. Yes, Dash. I would put Rebels and Clone Wars pretty high too. So anyway. But yeah, if you're interested, go check out The Verge's hot take on Star Wars. Again, we should definitely figure out when we're going to sit down and chat about Star Wars on stream. Dash, I'd love to do that. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So I hope you're all having a lovely day. Again, I'm just getting over, or I just got this cold. Really, Carl? I don't know what it is. I think a lot of it has to do with when I saw it. But Revenge of the Sith is... I don't know if I would say... I don't know if I would say Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith is lower on my list. But both of them, they don't... going back to them, I appreciated them more now. But I would not put them that high on my list. But yeah, Dash, maybe we need to make a tier list. What do you think about that? What if we do? Should we start a little Star Wars podcast? And then maybe we can invite some other guests in the future. We could probably make a little series out of it, Dash. We need to make a little Star Wars podcast. I think that's what we need to do. Should I go with this one? I'm going to go with this. No, I'll go with this. I like that. The other films can be thrown in the trash. Wow, Carl. The emotion, the drama, the dialogue, the duels, and the transition. Actually, yeah, right, Seth? There we go. Get Kensei Zero on this. Yeah, Zero would probably have a bunch of cool things to add. Yeah, Dash and I have been talking about this. We also, I shouldn't say this because, you know, as soon as you say things like this, then they don't happen. I love it. Punk bands. We just got a message on Discord from our friend Yoda Stein, asking about and urging us toward renewing our Star Wars Edge of the Empire playthrough. So, boy, that would be cool, wouldn't it? So stay tuned. You know, that's something we've been talking about, and maybe it will happen. Do you have interest in that? I'm curious to know. Anyone kind of like, yeah, that'd be cool. You know, Carl, that's not a bad assessment, but I feel like it dared to not rely on too much previous knowledge of Star Wars. And for that, I definitely give it some kudos, some props. Because the tendency, I think, and we all sort of do this, but the tendency is to try and retread the past. And Star Wars, The Force Awakens certainly did. And to its credit, I think it did it pretty well, but then it kind of got lost, you know. But hey, that's a story for another day. Nice. Yeah, Carl, exactly. That too, yeah. And boy, Obi-Wan, I really enjoy Obi-Wan. Very good. Obi-Wan is something I want to watch again now in light of having seen Andor twice. I want to see if it holds up as much as I think it does. Yeah. I'll have to go back. I was watching through them all, you know, and why did I go here? I don't know what that was about. I wanted to go to the museum, but I was on autopilot. I think you're right, Carl. I think Obi-Wan could have been a movie, and they could have taken out some elements, you know, and edited it down a bit. Because it felt like it was either too long or too short. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel that, or Kenobi, I guess, yeah. Kenobi felt like it was either too long or too short. Would be my post-watching reflection. That said, I still think it was amazing. Very, very little that I would critique, but it was like I either wanted more or I wanted less. You know, like hone it into a movie, or give me more. It's, you know, it seemed like it could have been, like you said, it could have been a movie, and in which case you could have edited it down, taken out some of the extra elements that probably weren't necessary. But those could have been great if they had, you know, if they had more time to kind of do more with it. A very minor critique, honestly, for me. I'm not trying to insinuate anything against the show, but that's going to be really intense. That is going to be really intense. I am curious with a show really focused on Sith, what that's going to be like, you know? One worry I have, of course, is that we've moved so far away from the Joseph Campbellian, you know, myth, the great myth, you know, or the Tolkien-esque tree of tales, you know, to this point where we now are telling stories about kind of human brokenness as opposed to overcoming that brokenness sometimes. I mean, a lot of TV. I mean, I'm not saying that some of it isn't without merit, but there is very much that is without merit, or at least without much merit. And I don't. I hope that Star Wars retains some of the high level hero story themes. It and the clear, concrete good versus evil. The more that we there's sort of this relativistic thread that still impacts a lot of modern storytelling, even though by and large it seems relativism as such has kind of been dismissed now finally. There's still an awful lot of obsessing over flaws in heroes, and that's what I think Marvel superhero movies have unfortunately turned into. And certainly, DC, has gotten much darker, and we need more of the hope. These stories should be giving us hope. And I'm not saying we can't have some darker, moodier, and more ambiguous Star Wars, Andor I think fits that perfectly. But if that is the new Star Wars, I don't want that. And that's my fear with Andor's success, is that it may give license to Disney to think, oh well, I see, this is all about moral ambiguity. That's what fans of Star Wars want. No, that's not it. I hope it's not misread that way. That's my thought anyway. Yes, relatable heroes are important, but so are aspirational heroes. And I feel like we have so few aspirational heroes. And that was one of the big flaws, of course, with Luke's portrayal, is that he was the greatest aspirational hero, and then all of a sudden in the sequel trilogy, he becomes far less. He's a broken man. Well, it's not unlike Obi-Wan, but I feel like Obi-Wan, it made sense. It fit within the already established story arc. But Luke, Luke's the farm boy, aspirational hero guy. Moxio, hey, did my boy Luke dirty. There you go. Moxio, good to see you. Kenobi is the highest rated show on the platform, so I don't think they'll move away from that. Well, that's good. That's good. Although, look, that's funny too, because Kenobi, of course, is what I just said. It's his brokenness post, or post Jedi Massacre. Well, I think it's a perfect afternoon to sip on some coffee. I think that seems like a good thing to do. Do you know what I mean? Just kind of take a little sip by the Christmas tree. Yeah. Maybe another sip. That's good. Yeah. Very, very nice there. Luke was portrayed perfect with the exception of one instance, Carl says. Talking about in Empire? Carl says, plus Catherine Kennedy was presented with a severance package and will no longer be in charge of Star Wars. Was she really? Has that been confirmed? Wow. Yeah, I gotta say, I think everybody wants to find a scapegoat, right? I mean, Catherine Kennedy, I recall from way back in the expanded universe days, she was she was somebody that we really, we appreciated. But yeah, Dash, that's what I was thinking. I kind of doubt that that's confirmed. I've heard some rumors. Yeah, exactly. I've heard some rumors like that too. I don't know. I think Catherine Kennedy. I don't think she's the problem. I don't think she's the problem. I think part of the problem too is that we hold Star Wars to an incredible standard because, well, frankly, it's one of the most important shared myths of our time. So, yeah. Carl says, here's the latest article. But I mean, obviously, I'm not saying that she's also not partly to blame. I don't know. I mean, everybody who is in charge of Star Wars right now is has a role to play, right? But thinking of the sequel trilogy and the issues with its production, I mean, that probably had far more impact than any creatives that were working on it. So it probably comes down to people that are rushing production for financial reasons or so on and so forth, far more than the creative work of any particular individuals. So that'd be my take. Interesting. I've never seen this website before. Actually, I've never. Yeah. Now, I have heard some of these things. Okay, so I've just taken a quick cursory glance at this. So the rumor again that so this is all rumor. So none of this is confirmed. But yes, with Bob Iger reinstated, I heard some talk that perhaps, and you are right, this isn't the only site reporting it, but all the places that I've heard it mentioned have all mentioned it as rumor. And of course, a lot of the places aren't citing their sources. Most of the places that report on it are reporting on it, the rumor as found from another site like theirs, right? So I take it with a grain of salt. But with Bob Iger returning, somebody was even positing, well, who knows? Bob Iger has apparently had a fairly good working relationship with George Lucas. Could George Lucas be brought back into a creative role with Star Wars? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea about if George Lucas would even want that. Or if that's even something that they'd even consider. But boy, it is an interesting thought. And, oh dear. I knew that was going to happen. Oh well. But yeah. Lack of source is the main thing that makes me doubt, is what Dash says, yeah. Andor has not been watched by me yet, but the only thing that I know is that the show made Force Unleashed canon. Lol. I heard something about that. I have not yet actually... seen that. Yeah, Dash, and people forget that Kennedy has been around Lucas projects since almost the beginning, Indiana Jones and the like. Right. I remember her back in the day when I'm reading books, Star Wars Insiders, where I first heard of her. And one of the things that I recall was how she worked with Lucas to ensure that the expanded universe fit within Lucas's idea of Star Wars. And so, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Kathleen Kennedy has actually wanted to follow Lucas more than not, and yet Disney executives and so forth could potentially be limiting that. Honestly, who knows? That's the thing. All of this it's behind the scenes, but people who are passionate about Star Wars, I think, want to look for a scapegoat. They want to look for some reason, some rationale why their beloved show isn't, or beloved franchise is not what they thought it would be. When really the answer is this: there's more content. It's never going to fit our vision. Even if we were a creative on the writing team or the production team or the directing team or the casting team, even if we were in a role of responsibility for the direction of Star Wars, perhaps even if we were Kathleen Kennedy or Bob Iger or George Lucas, it wouldn't be our vision exactly, because that's how it goes, you know? Hey, right on. Okay, well, dude, thank you so much for coming on in. Thanks for that update. You have a wonderful Christmas. Stay safe and healthy, and thank you for letting me know. We need a trilogy centered around the Sith, and I feel that Acolyte will not cure that need. For that, there's always fan fiction. Yeah. Dash says, yeah, which makes me think it would take something truly serious to oust her from that position. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. And yes, again, it's different from something like The Lord of the Rings, you know. Tolkien honed and crafted, and then that's it. This actually, I haven't watched The One Ring, because I feel that The Lord of the Rings and really, you know, Middle Earth. Ooh, yes, please. Middle Earth is it's a totality. It's done. It's not a series meant for expansion. I don't think Tolkien, you know, intended for it to expand beyond what he was doing with it. Star Wars, however, Lucas always had, you know, sort of the Flash Gordon serial in mind. You know, it was always about more and more of these stories. So I don't know. Yeah, very cool. Oh, dude, that's really neat. Well, good luck on that, and all the best to you. Oh my gosh, I gotta find buried treasure now. I gotta do one more thing, I guess, before I wrap up the stream. By the way, if anybody is new and not following, please do consider a follow. I sure would appreciate that. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh boy. All right, I gotta run and search for something buried. Oi. This is gonna be interesting. I always like to check behind here first, because you never know. You never know. Oh, darn. Take a quick peek behind here. All right. Anyways, yes, Merry Christmas to you as well, dude. Have a great one. Thank you so much. A lot of love from a lot of people there. That's awesome. That wasn't something, was it? I mean, that's good. Surely that's not going to be the treasure that was... Yeah, okay. I'm going to just keep going. I'll leave that to return to later. I've got a time limit. 2 minutes to find this. Okay, so it's not going to be there. I'm actually a little worried right now. I got a lot of places that things can hide. Ooh, here we go. Hey! Well, that was easy. I found the treasure. Treasure, treasure. I found the treasure. Yay! Hype. Can we get some hype in the chat? some emotes of success. Huzzah, right? You can do it. And indeed we did. Let's put that away and grab our 10 grand. Bury that in the hole. And then go and find Lolly. Let's go. Oh gosh. Carl, that's intense. You dug it up before the time ran out. Could I have it so I can open it up and show you what's inside? Of course. There's the treasure. This is the moment of truth. What do you think's in here? A down ski jacket. Oh, wow. Lolly is my favorite. Lolly is so cool. You're good. All right. Well, right on. What does it look like? Oh, I do like it. It's a nice color. I'm gonna go with it. Yeah. Blue and green and white. I'm wearing it. That's gonna be my new look for right now. I rather enjoy it. There's a lot of good colors for these down jackets, and this one kind of works out well. Very 70s, right? Oh man, this has been just a joy. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Despite not feeling well, I have thoroughly enjoyed my time streaming tonight. Or this morning. Whatever it is. Who knows? All right. Let's do a little tidying up of that. Let's go ahead and wrap things up. We're going to save and end. And let's go ahead and we'll clap our hands. There we go. That's what it's all about right there. That's the way that works. Is that how we do it? I don't know what I'm doing. So clap, Moxio, clap. Thanks, Moxio. So good to see you. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I'm feeling really quite good. I'm gonna see if there's somebody to raid. And one of the things I definitely encourage all of you to do, if you have not yet, or you haven't been able to, have not. Oh, yet, hello, is apparently hear me and repeat. No, if you haven't done that, then that's a surprise because you can actually hear me on repeat a lot. No, one of the things I'd suggest you do is go and like many of you did today, go say hello to some people you haven't said hello to for a while. It really is a really awesome feeling. So of people that I follow, there's a healthy few here, but I think what I'm gonna do,
Game better.
wow. So we're gonna get a ad from a chocolate company. Oh, Queen Claire, thank you so much, Your Highness. This was a great, yeah. I really enjoyed this. I would like to do some more stuff with some arcade stuff in the near future. I think that'd be really cool. I'm gonna take a quick listen here. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do this. We've rated them once before. They're playing Minecraft right now. But the Star Wars connection is really what does it for me. Their name is Maribel Jade. But yes, they are family friendly. They're a wife, mom, cosplayer, gamer. They wear a lot of hats. They're also wearing a Santa hat right now. So I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I wanted all kinds of stuff. We also have Little Gator. We've got obviously Bubsy 3D. So we've got some options here. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and do a raid here of Maribel Jade. It's been a while. I've only raided them once before, but and I haven't gotten a chance to hang out since. But I enjoyed what I saw, and I think you will too. And I think they seem pretty cool. So that's gonna be our raid call. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we get to hang out. Hopefully, I'll get to chat with many more of you in the coming weeks, and hopefully we'll have a good, solid December. We do also need to play Mario Kart so that we can play some of the new tracks. I'll keep you posted if I squeeze some streams in there. Right now, I'm going to try and squeeze those streams in when I can, and so you may just have to deal with with me having spontaneous streams for the rest of this month. But do good, be well, stay safe and healthy. Please don't get sick. It's no fun. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. As Moxia said, happy holidays. Catch you later.